Say hello to Simon, the Shetland flock ram. Yep, this is a lamb that's been named in a ram that's been named in my honour by Lady Crofter over on the British Farming Forum, and this ram really is called Simon, and he's doing his duty in the Shetland at the moment, and I'm honoured to have a ram named after me. So thank you, Lady Crofter, for that. I'm monitoring his progress. I'm going to see how he does, obviously, over the coming days and weeks and months, and hopefully it'll look after the ladies very well. Now this is a video that I've been meaning to put out for some time now, and hopefully it's one that's going to be useful for you. I want to get your feedback on this. Let me know, is this a useful video? Will you find this information interesting? Because what it is, it's a review of the last week of the weather in the main farming areas around the world, and just to give you an idea as to how the rest of the world is faring climate wise on a weekly basis. But it's your feedback that's critical on this to know whether this is something that you find useful. Start off, first of all, some of these charts may be quite confusing, but hopefully you'll get used to them. It's the bottom chart we're interested in here. This is the 7-day anomaly chart for temperatures for the week ending Saturday the 6th of October, and it shows us where conditions are warmer and where conditions are colder than normal for the time of year. Let me just see if I can zoom in on the chart for you. There we go. It's this bottom chart that we're interested in here, and it shows quite well actually how cool conditions have been, how warm conditions have been across the eastern parts of Europe here, look, across central parts of Asia, across eastern parts of the US as well during the last week, and also down through parts of South America too. But look at Australia, cooler than normal conditions, quite significantly cooler than normal conditions across the north, whereas down towards the southwest conditions have been warmer than usual. Now we'll go through these in more detail in just a mo. This is the height chart for the last week, the anomaly height charts. This one we need to look at. There's the British Isles under there, and you can see how heights at 500 millibars in the northern hemisphere have been below normal across much of the north of the UK and across the Atlantic, whereas they've been above normal, which is this high pressure that's been dominating across the US, and also in this ring, look, going across North Africa, through Eastern Europe, up through northern parts of Asia, across the northern Pacific. Heights above normal, indicating this ring of high pressure that there has been around and about. So let's just take a look at how things have been in terms of temperatures across Europe for the last week. This is the week ending Sunday the 6th, and you can see how temperatures have been really above normal across these eastern parts of Europe. Just look at this, through the Ukraine, Romania, coming down through Serbia, Bulgaria. We've seen temperatures of +7 degrees above normal. It got cooler as you headed further west. Western Scotland, Ireland, parts of central Spain have been just below normal, with near normal temperature values elsewhere. Total precipitation, well, it's been pretty dry across much of southern central Europe as well as the east here, thanks to those areas of high pressure. There has been some showers across northern parts of Italy, quite wet here with 25 millimeters plus, and central parts of Slovakia and down through southern Poland as well. We've seen rain as well through the UK and through the northern parts of the northeastern France, through the Low Countries, through Germany, through Denmark, as well as over the western parts of Norway, where rainfall really was significantly above normal at 100 millimeters there over the mountains. But you can see how much of Scandinavia has actually been dry in the last week. Looking closer into the west of Russia, and really this is temperature again, and shows just how warm it's been. Look, it was the Ukraine, Romania, running down through Moldova and down to the Black Sea area in the southern district of western Russia that saw temperatures well above normal. Elsewhere it was above normal. It has been warm, you can see right through. Rainfall totals there, you won't be surprised to know, have been low across the Ukraine, Romania, running into the southern district in Kazakhstan, whereas across there has been some rain further north across these more central parts of western Russia, running across into parts of the northwest district, where we've typically had between 10 and sort of 25 millimeters of rain. So there have seen some rainfall there. Crossing the Atlantic now into Argentina, this is how things have shaped up over there, where we've seen dry conditions affecting the, I shouldn't say Argentina, of course it's South America, where we've seen dry conditions affecting Bolivia, through Chile, running down through these southern parts of Argentina, whereas Argentina itself, and running up through Uruguay and into parts of Brazil and Paraguay, have seen total precipitation rates of around 50 to 100 millimetres, so it's been pretty wet on this eastern side of South America, dry out towards the west. As far as temperatures are concerned down there, some really warm weather's gone through Paraguay and through the western parts of Brazil, whereas down through Uruguay and through eastern and northern parts of Argentina, temperatures around +1 to +3 degrees above the normal. But you can see that Chile, look, has been quite chilly, particularly down towards the south here, where we've seen temperatures of 3 to 5 degrees below normal, so some real cool weather affecting those Pacific Ocean regions. Further north in South America, dry conditions across much of Brazil, running into Guyana, running through into Venezuela. But you see how through Colombia, down through Ecuador, and down into Bolivia and Peru, we've seen wetter weather in here with 50 to 100 millimetres of rain in most places. Dry running down these Pacific coasts again, look, generally dry through northern parts of Chile, through the west of Peru as well. But wet here, as we've just seen through Paraguay and parts of northern Argentina. Temperature wise there, well, we've seen warm conditions overall, the warmest of them through Brazil, down through Paraguay as well, with +5 degrees, but these temperatures on these western coasts holding nearer normal. But just look at that temperature as well across the eastern parts of Brazil here, just on the coastal regions, have been below normal thanks to some cooler nights that have been experienced there. Over in the States, this bottom chart here is the one that we're interested in, and you can see how cold it was, look, through these central areas during last week, but warm up the eastern coastal regions there, temperatures of 4 degrees above normal, and over these western regions too, with temperatures of 4 degrees above normal. But it really is through these central areas down through the plains as well, look, that we've seen temperatures below normal. In terms of rainfall across the US in the last week, well, significant totals affecting more northern and eastern parts of the country, generally dry through many central and western parts. Really wet weather was going through the southern and eastern states. And back across the Pacific Ocean again, taking a look at Australia finally, and very warm conditions for the southern parts of Australia. Look, temperatures getting up to +7, +9 degrees above normal through parts of New South Wales and across the western parts of Australia, but temperatures below normal by as much as -3 degrees across the Northern Territories and parts of northern Greenland, northern Queensland. So hopefully those charts are useful for you and that information is useful for you. Let me know if this is something you'd like to see regularly. Just send me an email or post me a message on Twitter at weatherschool.co.uk. Trying to improve the information you get all the time, so let me know if this is something that you want to see. Once again, thanks for watching and keep the sun shining. Bye from me and bye from Simon, the Shetland Flock Ram. Bye for now.